I'll first talk about why ZK rollups and how ZK rollups are kind of different than other types of rollups, and then specifically why CDK, and then we can talk a little bit of Agglayer. So in terms of how Polygon CDK is helping teams like Pentagon. You mentioned dedicated block space. That's very important. If you're a high throughput application, there may be a very strong business case for you to move to your own chain environment. This is not super different than the optimistic setup. In all honesty, all rollups kind of start from this business case. What's different for ZK rollups is a couple things. Actually, probably we can summarize it in 2 points. First is instant finality. With ZK rollups, you're mathematically proving that each transaction is indeed processed in the correct way that the system is expecting. Because of this, you can prove that when a transaction is kind of done, it's final, which for high throughput applications like games is a very strong feature to kind of benefit from. So that's, I think, one very big differentiator for ZK rollups over other types of rollups. And I would say the second is for security. In a ZK rollup environment, you have mathematical guarantees that a transaction is valid. And you don't have a process where you give a certain amount, you leave a certain amount of time once a transaction, when a user finalizes transaction, for that transaction to be actually systematically be finalized. Because of how ZK rollups work and the mathematical guarantees that come with it, there's much less need for external monitoring for fraud detection, and for that reason there's less risk for cheating and things like that. So that's how overall instant finality and security are reasons why teams like Pentagon are choosing ZK rollups. And specifically for Polygon CDK, it boils down to I would say Polygon's early bet in ZK. So just to give some context, Polygon has been a blockchain Ethereum scaling company since 2020. The initial solution was Polygon POS, which was a side chain, which kind of worked super well. It's still one of the most used chains out there. But then it became clear that the next phase of Ethereum scaling was about ZK. And even optimistic rollups are moving into that space. But Polygon took this jump from a side chain to building ZK chains early on. And I think like the reason why Polygon CDK is tempting for teams like Pentagon is we have a really robust zero knowledge research and product development team. We have the likes of Brendan Farmer, Paul Gebheim. These guys have been in this space for a very long time, and I think that kind of reflects itself in the product as well. Polygon CDK was the first operational ZK rollup stack, and at this point we have around 8 to 9 Polygon CDK chains on mainnet, and we do expect that this number to grow. We're constantly listening feedback from builders like Pentagon, and we're improving the Polygon CDK stack on kind of eliminating the parts that are unnecessary, because sometimes ZK rollups have additional features that may not, meeting the needs, the immediate needs of the chain builders. And also, like, by listening feedback, we're constantly improving the product. And I think we have this great combination of zero knowledge know-how as well as product development experience. And I think the combination of that is attracting teams like Pentagon. I know I spoke a lot, but I hope that gave kind of like the overall reason why you would go to ZK rollup and why